Hey, if you kind of just left your YouTube running after watching some toy review videos, and guess what? You found yourself in a town playground. Sorry. Um, this time I'm looking at the Invincible Iron Man, Extremis Iron Man, and Marvel's Mandarin. I honestly forgot I ordered this. It was pre-ordered on Amazon. I totally forgot, and it just came. It showed up the other day, and I'm like, huh, huh. But I wasn't the first one to find it on the stoop. My dog was. Apollo the dog, and he took a bite out of... He bit this through the box. And he doesn't go after my toys ever. Like, I have stuff on floor level, and he does not bother it. It's just that he hates the Amazon guy, and he hates packages, and he's going to go after them. Anyway, so this is it. This is what everyone's been not wanting to get. I'm familiar with this version of Mandarin. It's probably the only comic Mandarin we're ever going to get. I don't think you'll see full-on Fu Manchu Mandarin. Fu Manchu's racist. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You're not going to get like the whole garb thing. We did get a Mandarin in the whole garb thing. The Trevor Slattery Iron Man 3 Mandarin. A figure I have no idea where it is. It's in a box, in a tote, in the basement somewhere. And I'm amazed I found what I found when I went looking for comparison figures for another video. Anyway, so that's that. That's that. It's a Tony Stark head, looking all Tony Starky. I actually like this head for a Mandarin. It's like very neutral, very kind of like quiet, threatening, quiet, cool, threatening. We'll talk about more of that in a minute. And then no bios, just same thing. Yeah. So let me get this open and unveiled, and yeah, we'll pick it up in a second. All right, so I decided to redo this portion of the video, this segment, because the other one was dog crap. It was dog water. It was bad, even for me, and I'm terrible, and it was bad. So we'll look at these guys again, and just to yeah, this shouldn't take long. It's if you're getting ready for work in the morning, like I do sometimes, you can throw this on for 10 minutes, and yeah. Anyway, so we'll take a look at the Iron Man, Tony Stark. I mean, it's an Extremis armor Iron Man. I'm sure we've gotten all these bits, either all this together, or like I know definitely we've gotten like these pieces before. I mean, they could have painted like a bunch of this to make it look better, but they didn't. It's there it is. I mean, the articulation's there. It's got side to side on his, the head's very nice. Let's talk about the head first. So the head is that head sculpt is all right. I like it. I like it a lot. I want this face with like a head of hair. That would be my comic Tony Stark. I would definitely, I might, be fair, we might have that. I might have that figure somewhere, a head of hair, proper, head. Anyway, like I said, with this head on, the articulation is pretty decent. It's got the, the dual neck. It does everything it's supposed to do. It's fine. It's good. If you can do that with a figure, that's not bad. Like the joints so far are okay. They're good. They're not, I haven't felt the need to boil it, which is nice, or boil it. Put it in hot water. People say don't put it in boiling water. It's probably correct. But, he's got the double joint articulation, which is, I always appreciate, and it works. That the sculpt doesn't hinder the actual points of articulation. The torso is problematic. Like, he does this just fine. Like, he can get that, that flying, you can do that just fine, which is what you want in a flying pose for an Iron Man. Side to side is gummy. It's stuck. I'm not going to force it. He doesn't have he doesn't have waist swivel, so you're depending on the chest to swivel, and he doesn't. It's like I say, like if you're new to Marvel Legends and you're not familiar, don't force this because all you're doing is straining. There's a double ball peg in there, and all you're doing is straining it. And then he's got this ab crunch, which is also wrong. It's supposed to click. It should click. It should like click in the position. It's not. It's just kind of, it's doing enough for you, but it's not. And I'm not forcing it because I had a Marvel Legends Venom years ago that was doing that. And I forced it and I broke the ratchet and it just flopped all over the place. I still have that video somewhere. I should get it and just throw it up on TikTok or something, or, you know. But anyway, the hips are good. Hips work. Like these T-posts these are good T-posts, by the way. I'm not used to them being so thick. So bravo on that. There's no drop down. It's got the thigh cut, which an Iron Man figure is predisposed to like having like, but unfortunately there's no boot cut. The knees, you know, are double jointed. That's, you know, all well and good. Get the full run there. Kicks out to the back. Human body usually doesn't do more than that anyways. Unless you can do the splits, which is, you know, bravo. Ankles are good. Sometimes you get bad ankle movements, but he's got a little bit of a rocker, I think. Yeah, there's a rocker in there. It's not great, but, you know, it'll do the job for you. So the hands, he's got the proper articulation in the hands, up, down, all around. It's not bad. Like the shooty hands, those, I'm happy to see that we finally got an Iron Man that actually has, like, sometimes we don't get this. We get this hand molded in place. Let me see, I have the Mark 7 handy from the 10 years, Marvel 10 years. I should have just had this out, but it just occurred to me just now to kind of throw this in. Is it? I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. I might be wrong. Hold on. Oh, this is fascinating. 1 second. I'm back. Yeah, so this is from the Mark 7 suit. They just molded this in place, so it just goes like that. I can't pull his hand down at all. It's just, you know, it just does that. It doesn't do anything else, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. I want to be able to move this hand around if I want. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, but it's not, you know, it's not. Anyway, so, but like, and then you can attach the, you get 2 of these little guys. And if you have a bunch of Iron Mans, you can like have those for the feet, have those for everything. But, you know, that works well enough. So, and then pop this head off. You put his helmeted head on. If I can, this is a little tighter fit. There it is. Whoop. See, and then that head moves around well enough. Does everything it's supposed to do. You can put the blast effects on the feet. It's like, I don't know why they don't give you 4 of them, so you can like you can go full on God mode on this guy, but, and then you can, you know, you flare that. If you had the other hand, you flare them out, and then it's like if you had them all 4 of them. But if you have multiple Iron Men like I do, just get blast effects from another set, and I'm sure you'll find them to match, you know, match colors if you want. If not, who cares? But so yeah, so that's that Iron Man. The coloring, like he's got the, I don't know if you can see it. It's got like that pearlescent red here, which doesn't match this plastic in the red, which tells me this is from a different, altogether different. I don't know, maybe in a different factory. I don't know if they would do that, or definitely a different run. So yeah, so that's a different, it's got pearlescent, and then the rest of it is, oh, did I mention he's got like a butterfly, which is actually kind of nice. You can tell it's in there, that they got that that works out. That works pretty well. Like I said, it's a competent figure, except for the torso joints. It's a well done figure. It's just mid. It's just mid at best as far as deco. Like I said, you can overcome lack of sculpt with like paint and coloring, and like it got a little bit of paint in the helmet, and then these bits are painted. But that's the only thing that's painted on this figure. That's all we're getting. So that's Iron Man. That's the Extremis Iron Man. Then we can go to the Mandarin, who is, I'm sure these are all reused parts. I know definitely this body is the Loki, Disney Plus Loki body. Definitely that tie is, that tie sculpt. I'm sure we've seen all of this before. There's nothing new or exciting about this figure, except for the head. We'll get it close on the head. That's not bad. I like it. I like it a lot. I remember thinking in my head that this hair was like action hair, like it's flailing everywhere, but it's like just, it's a nice neutral head. Like every figure should at least come with a neutral head. And if you want a yelling head or a expressive head, then that should be a different, a separate head. Like should always have a neutral head. I just thought maybe I wasn't recording. That's funny. Anyway, so speaking of heads, he comes with an alternate head. I'm familiar with this version of Mandarin. I'm not familiar with any Mandarin really, but it comes with this head. Put that on there. Obviously, this is crazy uncle head. This is very had 7 Red Bulls, and I just did a speedball, and let's fucking go. You also come this version. I'm guessing the wizard, like the weird wizard hands, are his hands. Yeah, he's kind of like out of his mind Mandarin. I love it. I love a crazy Mandarin. There you go. So he's got like these going on, like anyway, no rings on these hands, no rings on the other hands that were just on him. Obviously Mandarin, for most people, he's not Mandarin unless he has the magic rings from the spaceship. If I read that correctly years ago, I didn't look it back up. That's okay. Put this head back on. I like this head. I love this head. This head's like confident, cool head. Like, I got a plan. I'm working on a plan. I have a plan. I have a powers, but I'm not going to go to my magic rings as the first thing out of the gate, which is smart. The hands are well done. Like, you get like the suited body has that recessed thing, so you just gotta make sure you have it in all the way. But I mean, it does restrict it a little bit, but you don't really need. This guy doesn't need that articulation in the wrists, so we'll get in close on the hands. Yeah, not too bad, right? They look good. They're painted. That's nice. At least they're not all gold or something. I mean, they're supposed to be different colors. Obviously, that's too small to get any kind of like individual like sculpt work come out on him. But yeah, so he's got the 10 rings. Yeah, but he's like confident, cool. Like, they're like, Mandarin, he blew up our heroin factory. Just like I planned. Like Admiral Thawne in Rebels. Exactly how I hoped it would happen. Which, another guy, someone I follow, said that, like at some point you got to win, dude. You just can't keep planning on failure. Anyway, not that that's all in my head. That's all. And then he comes with these little like magic effects that I'm sure we've seen 100 times. I'm sure I got a whole box of them somewhere. Without like that. I mean, at least they're easy to put on, right? As long as you. Yeah, you just gotta kind of like get the pattern. There we go. Nope. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, so that's Mandarin. So, yeah, not too bad. I mean, Breaker just fell over, but that's okay. I mean, not too bad. I mean, it's it was $50. It's $50 today on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I paid $55 for it when I pre-ordered it. I'm sure it's like $50 to $60 depending on where you're going. Like, where you're getting it from. I don't know what Hasbro Pulse has for it. I don't know. Ratings wise, we'll do Iron Man first. Other than it being a mostly competently assembled and, you know, functional figure, there is nothing special about this figure at all. He is. If this figure does it for you, like you needed this figure, like this design, and then you win. But like this mustard yellow is not, I wouldn't even call it gold. I think it's got a little metallic in it, but it doesn't stand out. It doesn't, I mean, except for the face, these bits, and the arc reactor bit, nothing else is painted on this figure. Not that I need paint for a figure to be good. I'm not that guy, but it'd be nice, like, oh, and the hands. Inside of these hands have like some airbrush on them. Probably like to like mimic a glow effect when he shoots. I mean, I guess it's fine. Makes me wonder if it was maybe that was a process from a different figure and they just let it go. It's like neither one of these figures, except for the head sculpt on Mandarin and maybe this head sculpt, if we haven't seen it before, there's nothing new here, right? And I think that's going to be Hasbro's MO moving forward. You're going to see very few new figures come out. This bothers me. You're going to be seeing I'm sure the percentage of like new sculpt work in each like wave, if they even do waves anymore, is going to be a lot less. It's They had another round of layoffs over the summer. Ryan Ting got it. I just found that out. Ryan Ting was a Marvel guy for a long time. He would do the fan streams, and then he got bumped up to global brand manager. I don't know if that's just for the Hasbro stuff or that's for like all the brands, and he was a company guy. He was a corporate guy, but he always seemed nice enough to me. He, you know, people I think very well have thought very well of him. So, you know, which is a bummer, but it leads to a problem with Hasbro as far as like they tend to fire the creative people out of Hasbro. They tend to fire the people they depend on to design these figures. So I'm thinking what usually happens, why my impression happens is they'll fire all the people they depend on to design and come up with like the concept art and the good figures and all that, and then they'll ride those molds for a while. And then people stop buying them. Why do people stop buying? Well, because they have all this stuff already. We're just repainting everything. We're just mixing and matching stuff. So they'll go out to the design schools and they'll recruit a bunch of new people to come in and design new stuff for them. And then they'll build up their reputation again. And then suddenly they fire everybody again. And then it seems to be cyclical. They did it with G.I. Joe. The 25th anniversary. They rode pretty good until Retaliation. And then they started firing people, moving people around, and suddenly people stopped buying that shit. Like people stopped collecting it, you know, like the 50th anniversary is all repaint stuff. They have very few new figures and or new sculpts, and I didn't collect any of it. It was a Toys R Us exclusive because they couldn't get anyone else to take the line. That was at the end of Toys R Us. That was like right before they Bain Capital took it and destroyed it. Anyway, so yeah, so ratings-wise, my rating system goes from the bottom. It goes fodder bin, bottom shelf, mid shelf, main shelf, and then showcase. Showcase is, the figure is so good that I can put it on a shelf with figures from other brands and universes and stuff, and that's how much I like the figure. So this is fodder right here. Not because it's a bad figure, because it's nothing special about it. It's dull. It's like fodder because I'll probably use his head on a different figure. You know, like his hands are like that's gold to me as far as I can swap this out on a. Well, let's see if I can put him on the Mark 7. I have Mark 7 handy. Like I didn't even do comparisons because like Mark 7 just blows this away. Let's see here. Yeah, good enough. Mark 7's got some new jazz hands. Oh, yeah. So this guy's fodder bin all day long. In fact, I'll put these guys back in the same bag so I know that where where it all comes from and everything. So definitely fodder. This is very. If my wife's cousin's kid, 5-year-old, comes over and he's looking at my stuff and he's like, "Gee, I really like a figure. Here, have this one. Here, just take that." No, I don't have any extra hands for him. He's got the fist hands. You have to deal with it. Yeah, so that's this guy. Definitely, like, if you have a Hall of Armor, throw me your Hall of Armor if you need figures for the Hall of Armor. But, like, like, I have space for a Hall of Armor, right? But maybe I do. I don't know. Mandarin, he's better. He's a better overall figure. He'd definitely make the villain shelf, which is usually my villain shelves are going to be middle shelves anyways. But, it's definitely not main villain shelf, but not main shelf. Definitely not showcase. He's definitely mid. He's mid all day. I like him, though. He's my Mandarin right now, moving forward. Unless, if I find Trevor Slattery Mandarin and see if the head fits, I might. Oh, I like the suited. I like the modern. Like, I have a plan, and I'm going to execute it flawlessly. I like that Mandarin. Anyway, that's it. Today's October 2nd. I'm hoping to get this video up tonight or tomorrow. I have another video I did, Madame Mask and Crossbones. I'm gonna get that up first. Hasbro dropped this week. Hasbro dropped everything. All the pre-orders dropped. Everything I pre-ordered, I dropped from them. It's so much money. It's like I got Awe Strikers coming. I got Snake Armors coming. I got Cable's coming. The Marvel, the X-Men Cable, the one that people wanted for like 10 years. That's finally coming. I've got Transformers coming. I got my last Constructicon coming. I haven't opened any of those, but no, I got both of them coming. They're coming in separate shipments because I shipped my pile of loot, and the next day, in true Big Bad Toy Store fashion, the last Constructicon, I have the one Constructicon coming, the Mixmaster dropped, and also my son's Mayfix Spider-Man figure, which I'm hoping to take a look at. He'll let me take a look at it. He better let me take a look at it. Anyway, yeah, so it's like, why did you put the hinge on the fist, but not the shooty? I don't, And this was a better line. This MCU 10 years line was a good little line. They didn't do all the Iron Man suits. They did the Mark III and this one. Wish they would have did the Mark IV. They might have. I might have missed it. Who knows? If I didn't have a lot of money at the time, I didn't buy anything. Anyway, so like I got some amazing Yamaguchi figures coming. What else do I got coming? There's a lot of stuff. I hope it doesn't come Saturday when my wife home. She'll be like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "I love you, honey. Just go to your concerts and be good." And that's not. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. All right, that's it. I'm out. I originally had a little skit plan for the end of this. I did it in the other video. The other video I taped, it's terrible. It's like I'm cracking myself up all day. Like them bantering back and forth, and then him getting uncomfortable with the accent I was using with this guy, and it was going to be a whole thing. I was like, cracked myself up all day at work over it, and I did it. I was like, yeah, that plays terrible. I didn't do it. It's only funny if it's funny, right? All right, I'm out. Hopefully tomorrow I have get the Snake Armor in. I think that comes first. And then Hasbro Pulse, it depends how they send it. If Hasbro Pulse sent it DHL, it's probably in Stowe, Ohio. It'll be there for like whenever they feel like send it to the post office. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.